Alright, today is going to be crazy. Here's a bomber plane. That's pretty cool. That's not the point of today. Today we're going to be walking all the way along the gravel path made by, I don't remember who, but I will mention them in the description if I remember who, or I just look at the Reddit and see, not Reddit, the Discord and see, which maybe I should have done beforehand, but I didn't. Regardless, we'll look there, and I will credit them. We're going to walk the gravel path they made that goes all the way from here, Aerohome, to the northeast of Sheepville, down to, I want to say they call it Myceliaville. I don't know if they picked that as the definitive name, but it goes all the way down there. It's a really far run. The last things you see before you make the fun are the lesbian and bi flag, and then you're off. We've never looked at Aerohome, though, so I'm going to take a quick peek around the town so you can see what this looks like, and then we're going to start the main video. And this one's going to be a bit different. I have a feeling this walk is going to be a bit time-consuming. I don't know how long it is. I think it's probably going to be over an hour. Potentially well over an hour. I don't honestly have any idea how long it takes to walk. That is a dope castle down there. But I'm going to put two versions of this video up. This one, where I talk, and spoiler warning, most of this video will be me talking about things that are not related to Minecraft. I don't know what I'll talk about, but it's not Minecraft. And then there's going to be another video that goes up that will be a faster version, where we wander through the world. April 13th, that was really recent. Homestuck Day, holy shit. And I'm going to time-lapse it to probably like 1.5 or 2 times speed without my voice. And if you prefer to watch it that way, you most certainly can. I'm also going to edit out this whole area. This is a confusing layout, but it's very, like, cool. I guess that confusing layout, like, works in its favor. And it goes even higher. Can we get much higher? Know the misery? Oh, we can get much higher. I guess it ends up here. That is cool. There's a diamond block to really set this, off as a rich people habitat. Though using the word habitat feels a bit inhumane. So, maybe I shouldn't say it like that. Oh well. This is pretty cool. I haven't been to Aero. It's actually my first time here in Aerohome, I think. We didn't come here in the series because, for whatever reason, this town doesn't have a warp point. Like, it's labeled on the map. It's very easy to find, but there is no warp point to easily get here. Did I even bring anything? I did not bring a lot of supplies for this. So if you want to get here, the easiest way is to warp to Notch, and then take the gravel path, and then when you get to the intersection, take the right, and that'll bring you northeast to here. I don't even think there's any real, like, alternative routes to go in the meantime. I'll play that, though. Oh, this is cool. It's a library. I vote that... Oops, I look away for 1 second. I vote that Aerohome be the first college town on Sweetwater. I probably walked by an entrance. Oh, I guess not. Oh, I thought that was carpet for a second, but carpet doesn't exist in this version, unfortunately. Also, unfortunately, it's getting night, so we're gonna sleep in this guy's house. And then we're gonna get started. We're gonna start walking. And when we start walking, we ain't gonna stop until we get to Myceliaville, all the way on the other side of the map. Well, not the other side, but Myceliaville is definitely one of the further south towns, which isn't saying a lot because it's still pretty close to Sheepville. From my house to Myceliaville, it's about 10 minutes, I think, of walking. So, or maybe more. I honestly don't know. But we're going to come over here. And this bridge is where we'll start our expedition. And this is also probably where I'll start the time lapse, so let me stand still for a second. Awesome. Crate opening. Cool place. I recommend coming here. Observatory. I almost... What? Observatory. Observatory. Yeah. How does the shop stuff work? Top thing is item being sold. Bottom is item to buy with. Right click sign. Say hi with date if you'd like. You know what? I would like to. All visitors welcome. You know? Continue with your signs here. Someone hasn't been here in a hot second. Yes, it's not been that long. If you take a picture of yourself with this sign and you post it on the Discord, similarly to if you watched the last video, I won't give you anything, but I'll give you a congratulations for walking all the way here from Notch. Sound good? Hopefully it sounds good. Is that anything over there? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I was going to walk this path. I want to look at this sign real quick. Because I wanted to see... Does it have a name of who started this, or the thing? Plan builds... I guess not. Okay, airfield. I think that's what we looked at earlier. No, there's a... Okay. We'll look at that later. We'll look at that another time. I will make note that that is a thing people will probably want to see, and I will come back here in the future for another episode of things I wanted to show off, but I didn't know existed, and I should have showed off, and then we're going to come back and show it off later in a separate episode. Sound good? Let's start rolling. You know what? We'll turn music on for this, because that might be cool. Hopefully it isn't incredibly loud. I'm going to try and walk most of this straight, so we can get it all in the peripheral view. I think that's what would be the best for a time lapse. What the hell is that? You know what, in hindsight, I have a feeling we're going to be walking off the beaten trail, so never mind on the time lapse. I'll just have to do that separately. What is that? I guess it's a cactus farm? Server bot. Goofy. Don't speak bad about my son. It's very smart, I think. Yeah, I'll be honest, I really don't... Oh my god, I just knocked the microphone over. I hope that wasn't really loud. I'm going to have to fucking cut to this part and probably blow my ears out. If that was loud, I apologize. But you won't know if it was loud, because there won't be any audio for that. Yeah, I don't know what the point of that is, or what's happening. Yeah, it does exist, though. And I'd rather it exist than not exist. World's a little better with something than nothing. Is it all clay or sand? That's just sand. Immediately, we're coming up on another little town. These are cute houses. I think it's made of sand. I don't want to peep too much. Whose is this? Mitzi. Mitje? Never heard of them in my life. I didn't know they were even a person. Who knows who this belongs to? Oh, well, I guess we might actually. We'll never know. This is just a house that exists. They have a well. Oh, how did they set this up? Oh, this goes... Where am I? Oh, this is a mine. I was like, what the fuck? Where am I? There's just a mine. That's a cool place to put it. Hides it so it's not in sight and, you know, debatably making the land look worse, but it's also, you know, puts more proper use on the well. When you make a well, you kind of gotta put a secret area in the well, because why would you not? Also, I have Blue Map open, so I can see roughly where we'll be walking. And I am coming up, I'm coming into existence. My hearts are there. My armor is not, because I'm not wearing armor. I was, and then it broke, and I said, well, I guess that's that. So anyways, if you did check out the last video where we looked at Eden, I mentioned I mentioned that I was recording that video and was going to do another few. This is actually being done like minutes after the last video. But I'm not going to upload this the same day. I'm probably going to hold on to this one for 2 or 3 days and post it. That way I have seemingly a slightly more consistent schedule for now. But I need to start bulking up on videos so I have things to put out when like I can't really record. That's the main thought I'm getting at. What is that? Well, I mean, we might as well find out. Uh-oh. We're going up to the demonic region of the map. You know what they say about demons? I don't. But I want to backlog some videos so I have stuff to upload. And maybe at some point I will start doing games that aren't Minecraft. Because I would kind of like to do games that aren't Minecraft. But I don't really expect anyone to watch those because it's not Sweetwater, and I think most of the people who are watching this series are people who actively engage in the server, so they might not be interested in further content. But it's still something I want to do. That was pretty cool. It's like an infinity pool. Maybe not infinite, though. But I'm gonna probably do one more video after this, if I can think of something cool to do. Because this has probably been, like, the longest running video idea I've had for this channel. How do you get down? Oh. I've been thinking about doing this since at least, like, part 4. And this is gonna be part 9, so I've done, 4 more videos in that time. But this is something people have wanted to see. And again, like, I plan to do the time-lapse video. Although I'm not honestly sure I'm going to do it in the same day. Just because wandering this path twice in one day doesn't sound like the most fun project of all time. If I'm being, like, totally honest. Like, do I really want to do that? I don't know. Maybe not. There's Notch in the distance, though. Giant pyramid. I actually haven't gone back to see if it's open, because when we went there in the original couple videos, it was closed, because they were still working on it. So maybe it's open by now. I'm not entirely sure. But we have some stuff coming up here. Oh, my head. Like dogs. I don't have any bones. I do have bones! Hold up. We can have an army of dogs with us on this run. You're mine. You're also mine. And, howdy. Holy shit, there's a lot of dogs here. I don't know where he went. I think they just despawned in front of me. That is kind of crazy, but sure. These dogs are going to be really annoying at some point, aren't they? So first we have Netherrack, Sweetwater, Steve. What? Execrating head? I'm not quite sure what that means. We have the cross of Jesus, and we have the nether cross of not Jesus, which is slightly funny considering that Easter was only 3 days ago. Stone edition. I'm already tired of these dogs. There's a pentagram. I'm gonna be real. We're done with the dogs. They're not coming with us the whole way. They can just sit there for maybe ever. Netherrack tree. Oh, Excruciating Head is the guy who made it. I don't know why I was so confused about, like, who this is. I was like, what the fuck is an Excruciating Head? And no, it's just some dude that's here. Oh, wow, that is funky. Okay. I have no idea how he did the door. I mean, I guess these doors are... I have no idea. Cobblestone edition, double the size. I guess so. Yeah, no, that is double the size. Roughly. Or it's... No, it's just that. So anyways, don't come here if you hate demons. Or you may become one. Depending on who you are. That's really cool. Or not. Anyways, just goodbye. Probably forever, dogs. I'm not... Maybe... I don't know, dude. I don't know why I tamed them. I don't even want them. You can go... You can take the dogs. Just kill them. I don't care. Just do something. You head this way, you get to Notch. I'm not going to check if it's open. But you also get to... Little Hut. I feel oddly safe in here. Like the monsters of the dark can't get to me. Notch, pyramid. It looks like it's still closed. I don't remember who's building it, or else I would ask if it's going to be open at any point soon. And we have quickly approached our next detour. That doesn't go anywhere. Well, it goes to the Cape NBH. Not too sure what that is, but it is not the path we're going to take. I think. Actually, no, that is not the path. We need to take... Oh, God. This one, which goes... there. Yeah, that's the one we want to take. I really should have double-checked this beforehand. But this path, I think... Yeah, it ends abruptly. Who's here? Can I do... Actually, I think I just jump from here. Titosh. Tatashi. Isn't that the name of the guy from Aoni? Tatashi or something? Or there's a guy in there named, like... What the Interesting. There's a guy named, like, Katashi or something. I think he dies. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. I think that's a character and he dies. He's, like... He hides in a closet and then you can rescue him and then he goes and dies. I honestly never played it. I just saw the YouTubers play it. The game looks absolutely awful. Actually, I had a friend who bought it because it went on to Steam for, like, $10 or something. It was on sale for like $8.99. And I was like, that's cool, you know, it's getting a Steam release, so it'll be, like, much more officially playable, and the game is terrible. Like, absolutely awful. Maybe one of the worst games ever made. I know there are people who will be like, oh, Aoni's really good. I played it when it came out in 2008 on my garbage PC that couldn't run anything but trashy RPG Maker games. No, it's bad. I hate to say it. It is just bad. Nothing about that game was good, unfortunately. Now, Off. Off is a game that's coming to Steam soon that I'm really excited for. I still think it holds up, from what I remember. It's a game that's just, like, it's cool as fuck. That's the only way to put it. Okay, it still keeps going. I wasn't too sure. But that's going to be a good game. Is this the right path? I don't even know. We're just walking now. We're at Al Yankovic, Albuquerque. Jerry's Bay, open 24/7. 1 cooked fish, 2 iron ingot. Cool crew. Oh, you're still on. Jerry, I would buy, but I am poor. $12 for fish? The dollar's on backwards. Must be not American. Thank God, am I right? I found where gravel starts again. I'm pretty sure this is the right path. Although I am second guessing if I took the right direction. But I don't think there is no gravel there. It's got to be this way. And even if it wasn't this way, there's nothing along the path. This is probably the slightly more interesting route. Anyways, Off is coming to Steam. I did the pre-order on Nintendo Switch for it, which I'm kind of sad about because I think the Switch sucks. I really don't like the Nintendo Switch. I don't like it at all, but I was like, I really want to support the developer, and I would love to own it, and I was hoping that maybe at some point they would do like a PS4 or PS5 like pre-order release, and I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's cool, I wanna get that, and then they just never did, and so you can play it physically on Switch. Great. And since I did the last video on this series, the Switch 2 got announced, and that is $450 US. And frankly, there is no world where I can even justify that. Even if the console was, $400, well, what are you buying? Mario Kart? I'm sorry, that's it. And Mario Kart's $90, and also there's like an invisible pig. I'm not spending $90 on a Switch 2 game. Or $80. $80 isn't really that much better, though. Did we go to Cruxville? I don't know if we ever did in this series, so I guess we're going to go check out Cruxville real quick. Actually, easy way to check. Does it have a warp? Yeah, so we definitely were here at some point. I just don't really remember it. I won't bother checking it out twice, though. But it is here. It's along the path. Although there is a thing on the map. I think that's just an icon to note where it is. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not spending $80 on the Switch 2. Like, sorry Nintendo, it's not worth it. Now, the Switch 2 was $450 US, and perhaps the games were 70. I guess that would be like slightly better. It wouldn't be great because games are $70 now on like console, but at least I could be like, well, Nintendo's following the current industry. But $80 for Mario Kart. I keep going back to that. It's Mario Kart. It's $80. Yesterday, this gives you an emphasis on when I'm recording this. 4/23. Yesterday, the Oblivion remaster came out. Fully like upgraded engine. It went from really crappy Gamebryo engine, or I think maybe Creation engine by this point. I think this was still Gamebryo. And let's be real, Oblivion does not look good. But they re-released it, and it has like modern graphics, and it looks great. And they updated some of the mechanics in the game. They did all the voice acting over. $49.99 USD. let's compare that to the whopping it's $80 for Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, which came out in 2017, only, 8 years ago. And, like, it came out only 80 years ago. What is this? Or 80 days. Oh my god, 8 years ago, not 80. That'd be crazy. Slop cheesed uptown. Okay. I don't know, man. Like, you look at the Oblivion remaster and you're like, this is a really high quality, brilliant brilliant remaster of a, like, fan favorite classic game. And then Nintendo puts out the Breath of the Wild, like, remaster. And what has it got? HDR? 60 frames? No DLC? No cloud saves? Okay, why not? Slop list. Loipol, Morgan Beaton, Mentego. I'm guessing those are the people who slopped all over this place. Which is kind of a disgusting way to put it now that I think about it. Entering Lollipole, slop cheesed uptown. I like the slop. Very epic. Very slop I enjoy. What kind of ancient slop de course befell this city? I guess this is a new place. Okay, this isn't that old. There is like an actual town over there. Which I believe that is the way we're supposed to take for the continuation of the road. If it is not, then I honestly think we lost where the road was. This is like a Minecraft modern city. Okay. If this is not the path we were intended to take, then I apologize. I don't know when I lost it. I think we could have technically gone south earlier, but we didn't. Maybe when we get down to, like, the meeting point, I'll head that way and just see what we would have seen. I think this is just a little town someone made. Zombie. Let's deal with whatever's going on here. Anyway, sorry, this video has just been me ranting about video games for a while. The Bedrock Inn. But I think at this point, a man should be disappointed by the Nintendo of his brow. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? Just saying. So I think this is... I forgot the name. We've been here, though. I'm, like, pretty sure we've been here. Because that... Have we been here before? Yes, we have. This is one of the early warps we went to. In, like, episode 2. So we head south from here. And we keep south until we can take another right. And then we take that right and we wander a bit. Because I think that was an alternative path we could have taken. And then we basically wandered to the other side of Sheepville. I think I know where the path goes. Roughly. I think once we get to Sheepville and we get to where we need to be, it'll become a lot more obvious. But otherwise, I might pause the recording when we get to Sheepville, just so I can make sure that we're on the right track, because I really am not entirely sure. It's hard to tell where the path is. There's also that huge house. There's all the Sweetwater Steves that get progressively larger. I still don't know if they're hollow on the inside. Anyways, right about here, we're going to cut this way. And we're going to wander here for just 1 second to make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't have a minecart. But it looks like there's one notable thing we might have missed while taking the other path. Yeah. That is a huge tower. Actually, this is the thing I was noticing on the map. So, we've got a huge tower. We've got huge asexuality. Bigly stuff going on, man. Or woman. Or they. We'll never know what's in here. But at least 3 people were working on this. Actually, maybe only 2. I think Wood is not a person's name. But that was pretty cool. Here's a ghast. I don't think we ever saw that while we were going through Sheepville. And if we did, I don't remember it even remotely. But I'm going to assume we didn't. And if we did, then my fault for recording those parts like 3 weeks ago? Question mark? Anyways, we want to, from my understanding, make our way down to the southernmost point of Sheepville. So I guess we're going to walk through here again. And we will either notice things we didn't before, or we will notice nothing, or we will notice that the minecart here is out of order, and we can partially fix it. Or completely fix it. Cool. I don't know who broke that. And I don't have the pickaxe to find out who broke it. And also, it probably got broken, like, a month ago. More than a month ago, and no one knows. And also, someone took all that wheat. There's crazy stuff happening here. Now leaving. DCDVECSD122435. We are slowly approaching him. I don't think he knows where he is, and I don't really know where he is either, all things considered. Although he's actually... Technically, you could probably see him from here, because he should be like... Hold on. At this point, he is pretty much directly over there. He might be in that house. Some of the rail here is broken. That's unfortunate and a little sad. Also, they left the game, which I think leaves, like, just me. Oh, Davy's on. I don't know who Davy is, but they joined recently, so I guess they're around to hang out. I'm pretty sure those were not always broken, but I guess we'll find out. No, we're at spawn. Somehow we found our way here. Good. Honeypot Steve, you're looking good today. I'm glad no one has assaulted you. Sorry, I had to readjust my posture. I posture checked myself, and it was bad. So, we're now in a much nicer position. But it's always so fun to walk through Sheepville. It's just a nice city to walk through. There's so many cool builds. Especially these lava and water spires. Or spirals, or helixes, or DNAs, or whatever you want to call them. Like, it's just so cool. And then you get to walk by the mall. Everyone loves the mall. Everyone loves the cobwebs for sale, I think. Ricefield, Sheepville, Moog City, KM Castle. Yeah. Iron Steve, you're also looking pretty good. People also like to tear you apart, just like they like to tear apart, what is it? The Beanland statue or sign. People love to destroy that. It's become a honeypot of its own. my bakery that I hand built. No one is left in order. If you're watching, you've gotten this far, leave me work. Give me a job. Employ me. I don't bite. I bake. Bacon biting. Both start with B's, but are, excuse me, very different words. I really hope that was a burp and not a hiccup, because if I have hiccups, this is all screwed up, man. We need to go up here. Yeah, there's the famous cobble path again, or gravel path. And I think once we get on this, we have a dead shot to the end of the track. River Trail, Myceliaville. Let's go. It's also not gravel. Whoops. Yo, hold on. That's cute. A Christmas tree. There's no star on top. They could use like a gold block. That'd be awesome. Happy holidays to you too, Cozy Cat. Happy holidays, neighbor. For Poop Boy. A lot explained in just one word. We're 36 minutes in and we are over halfway done, so I actually think we'll probably get to where we need to go by the 50-minute mark, or potentially even the hour mark. Considering the first, 7 minutes of this video are dedicated to not the trail. Back it up. We want to go this way, I think. I'm really not entirely sure anymore. Maybe I should have checked the map, but this seems right. I'm going to go check the map. Hold on. Okay, so I checked on the map, and we want to follow the path that looks like this the entire way. There will be a couple of times it offshoots, but we should be able to figure out which way is the right way, but we want to take this the entire way. There should only be one time, I think, left where the path, openly ends. Old Spawn. I don't even know where Old Spawn is, actually. I guess we'll see. But there's a town we'll come across, which actually might be Old Spawn, where the path will just stop, and we just need to pass through the town. But otherwise, we should be pretty straightforward to make our way to Myceliaville and end our journey. Unfortunately, I cannot imagine anyone is sleeping, and I don't have items or weapons or anything, so, we may have to take cover in one of these houses temporarily to sleep. Oh my. That sounded very close. Jihani's Mega Mine. I really don't think he got that far down. Jihani's hut. Cool. We were here at one point. I don't even remember what's in there. It's going to be a minute, though, until we get the chance to sleep, I think. Which is... that's fine. It might not be fine. We have to continue straight and just avoid everything. Follow the signs that say Myceliaville. That's where we want to go. Oh, so that spider stopped very quickly. Ugh. Now entering Old Spawn. Pay respects to the old lands. Guess Frosttown is also over this way. That's cool. Sorry if I seem like I'm quite loud, by the way. I feel like I have to speak pretty loud to get the microphone to really pick me up. Because if I talk quietly, nothing comes through. It's very sensitive to quiet and, loud talking. So I have to be at this volume to, adequately be picked up. Otherwise, I don't think much of what I say is going to come through at all. If you've ever noticed at any point in the series I talk and I sound really quiet... that is exactly the reason why. Frosttown. Yeah, we keep this way. I guess we'll pass by Lake Town. I didn't know that. Lake Town's kind of cool. Just no one lives there. Oh my god, that's a lot of mobs. We're going to stay a little off the track, I think. Maybe we run over there and check for a sleeping arrangement. I think that's a good idea. We're going to check for a sleeping arrangement over here. Not feeling like dealing with whatever's happening on this path. Although at least I can see... Oh, man. You probably don't even have a bed in you, do. Yeah. I guess so. It appears we could have stuck to the path and found a town, though. The map is not open anymore. I'm just kind of running. Davy's dead. F. We get hit. Things are not looking good. We should have followed the path. We should have followed the brown brick road. You really don't have a... You really don't have a bed in your house? How? You've got to have one, right? Yes. Get me out of this. It's crazy. In modern Minecraft, if you will go to bed, like, you can't sleep half the time because there's a monster nearby. But in this version, you go to bed, the game's like, yeah, bro. Sleep it off. That's all good. It's just another one of those decisions Mojang made where you're just like, why? Why is that the choice you went with? I have a little bit of coffee. I'm going to take a sip. I don't remember the name of it, but we went to this farmer's market. There's a lady there. She makes coffee. She does like she does a couple kinds, but she's one of those people who does like mushroom coffees, because mushrooms are like a superfood, I guess. I'm not really familiar with mushrooms. I'm not super into them, but they're intended to be a superfood, right? Mushrooms are really good for your health. But she makes coffee. She makes the ones with mushrooms and one without. And I got the one without because I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't like mushroom texture. Maybe I'm more okay with them flavor-wise. I haven't had the chance to find out, but I was like, I don't want to try it, so I just got a regular coffee. I don't remember the name. I'm going to go upstairs after this. I'm going to get the name. I'll put it in the description. But it's such a good coffee. I think you can order it online. Or if you... I mean, they also sell it at the store where the farmer's market is. Because it's like this local... like... nursery that does the farmer market. They do nursery, but also they're also like a gardening place. They sell flowers and like edible plants along with like trees. And it's a huge house. You can get it there as well. They do like they split percentage, but oh my god, it's some good stuff, man. It appears we're coming up on something. Actually, I think that's just Lake Town. I'm pretty positive that might just be Lake Town. Or maybe not. I think it is, though. I don't remember Lake Town having pixel art, though. No, that's Beavis and Butthead, yeah. I don't think we've been over here, so we'll do a quick tour. Welcome, please enjoy. Thank you. Feel free to add your name. Nobody flash, spam, tinkle, and nogs. Before 11/25. Oh, so this is like a new town. Actually, you know what? I saw someone posting about a new town on Golden Age of Minecraft subreddit. I wonder if it's related to this at all. B22 and JosieX. I don't think it is this one, because the one I was looking at was more like in a forest. This is on a lake. I've seen those statues before, though. And I remember when I saw those statues, there really wasn't anything else here. So I guess that this must have all been built, like, very recently. If this has a date on it, we'll know very quickly. Started 415? Yeah, This is way, way new. Maximum players, 10. It's like grand bedroom. Oh my god. He's got a pool in here. He's living a life of luxury. Everyone's favorite Catboy YouTube channel, yeah? The study. Enjoy the fireplace. I will. I guess he doesn't have a record in there. I don't have one on me either, so there's not much that can be done about that. But this is a really dope house. I like that a lot. It's huge, but it doesn't really feel like there's any empty space in it. Or, like, wasted space. I feel like having a huge home that doesn't feel like it's wasted space is super hard. Like, every time I make a home that is wider than it... Like, whenever I make a home that's just wide in general, I always feel like I have so much wasted space and wasted room that's not going in anywhere or, like, doing anything. And I'm like, what am I going to do with all this space? And I just never figure it out because there's really nothing to do with it. I mean, I could build something, but, like, I build too big. That's my whole problem. But he did such a good job at not having that happen. Also, it appears that someone was here very recently, setting up a new home. Or new homes? This area is really done out. No trip. Sorry. So I think we're going to be seeing some more stuff here. Maybe I should build a house along this road. I may never now leave entering Lake Town. Try the tranquil lakes. Blue Lays to make a bridge right now. I'll do it later. I'm never gonna like go to the house and be there because I already have 3 houses on the server. I built one in Waterfall Town that I could show off. I probably should have showed off in the last video when I was doing things that had been built. But oh well. Lake Town. First warp I ever went to on the server. I thought, Lake Town? That sounds awesome. And I went here, and I was a bit disappointed. It appears Lake Town got started, and it very quickly died. Which is unfortunate, but it happens. Balalan22 was here. Scott. I haven't watched a Scott the Woz video in like I think the last real video of his I watched was Borderline Forever, and that must have been like how long ago was that video put out? It's been a few years now, I think. It's been a long time since I've seen a Scott the Woz epic, or really anything. Eastern Heartland Trails. Now that we're at Lake Town, I actually think we're pretty close to Myceliaville. I don't have the map open, but Myceliaville should only be, like, a couple hundred blocks. Like, it's not far from here. We're getting pretty close to what will be the end of this video, which will be at the hour mark, I think. It'll be the longest video we've done on the server. And frankly, I don't think we're going to make another video that gets that long at any point. Unless I were to stream and upload a VOD. Which could be cool. Maybe I should do that. Not quite sure. When you guys are on servers that do paths like this, do you like to jump over the grass and not step in it? Play like a little hopscotch? I think that's fun. What is... Oh, I know what the Bone Highway is. I've seen it on the map. I just haven't been there. We're gonna take a side path and detour there, I guess. Goodbye, spicy spaghetti. I wonder if Davey ever got his stuff back. We'll never know. Anyways, this is exactly what it sounds like. I don't think I really need to go down there, but I guess I can. Welcome back. WB. Basically, I hope the chair isn't too loud. I repostured. You go in here with a boat, it goes up, and then you ride your boat across the water, and it goes over land. Because walking in Minecraft, as you know, pretty long activity. It takes a while to get anywhere. Boating is faster. So, if you ever wanted to get from, like, Lake Town to wherever this goes, I kind of think it goes to the middle of nowhere. That's the fastest way. I don't think the boat highway ever really got super far. I don't think it went that far either. But I really have to, like, go and double check on that. But I appreciate its existence, like I said earlier. In the case of Minecraft, as long as it's not hateful, something is better than nothing. Also, it's getting nighttime again, which is not good, because I don't think there is another house on the way to the town. I think Lake Town is the last, like, housing settlements. I think for the most part, this is pretty much just peaceful wilderness. Also, it is hiccups, not just a burp, so, uh-oh. I'm gonna hiccup throughout the rest of this episode, and I just have to hope it is not loud, I guess. So yeah, for a while, if you wanted to get to Myceliaville, the easiest way to get there was to warp to TU7, and then from TU7 you'd walk, I believe it was like northwest to get to Myceliaville. That's how I got to it in the original video that showed it off. I think Myceliaville has a warp now, but I actually don't know what the warp name is. I was told it might be on this page, but I don't see it. So I'm really not sure what the name is. But I'm pretty sure you can warp there. But that goes against the spirit of walking this path. I would turn the brightness... Actually, I guess I can turn the brightness back down. There's enough stuff on the side of the road that it's not too dark. Myceliaville, 300... Or Mycelia Town. I guess that's what they named it. 300-ish away. I won't lie, I like Myceliaville better than Mycelia Town. Myceliaville, I think, kind of rolls off the tongue. It just sounds good. But there's also, like, 90 different towns on the server, and maybe only, like, 2 cities and 1 village. So I think it could have just used a bit more variety in how we you know, how we pronounce our cities, how we say our cities. And in the type of way we have them. It's like, there's so many towns, but no cities. Meanwhile, I'm making Chunk Town with my partner. It has town in the name. And we were talking, and we're like, maybe we should name it something other than Chunktown. That way it's got a bit more of an original name. Uh-oh. And I was like, yeah, that would probably be good. But I really don't know what we would just name it, because Chunk Town rolls off the tongue. Easy to say, easy to think, easy to remember. We call it Chunkville. I'm sorry, that sounds like you're throwing up. It's not a good word. It's gross. No one likes Chunkville. You know, yeah, chunky vomit, you know. And Chunk City, it ain't big enough to be a city. We're making, like, the walled city of Kowloon, pretty much. Just in the ground, not above the surface. Oh, dog, I do need more red mushrooms, so I'm kind of hoping... I mean, I guess they won't probably grow, but... Right by Sillaville. Get this nice nighttime view. But we keep walking. We're going to keep on this path. Even though I am pretty sure this path ends very shortly. I see two ways coming up. Uh-oh. I did not think this split off and went into more directions. Actually, no. Yeah, this does, because it goes to TU7. Where does left go? Cantershire. Oh, yes, we've seen TU7. But I don't think we've seen Cantershire. So we've seen TU7 in one of the original videos, so we're just not going to go there. But Cantershire, I think, might be a new thing we haven't seen. So we'll go there instead. Wagons beware, caution. That's a... Aw, dude, that's awesome. That's like a really cute little world building design. I like that. I love it even. Shortcut. Desired path. House. Oh, it uses sandstone in some spots. That's cool. I really like the sound that gravel makes when you step on it, but also when you break it. It's very, very nice. It's very satisfying. Cantershire is pretty far. I think this might be well over 700 blocks. Unless they're talking about from the point of the sign. I don't know. Sorry, portal was moved as it was blocking the path. If it was yours, tell Schlumpty they owe you some obsidian. Well, you know. Schlumpty's griefing. Something's got to be done about it, man. He can't keep getting away with it. Anyways, I guess that confirms that Schlumpty made the path, but I'll still include his name in the description. I don't want to, like, leave him out or anything. Leave him out of the transnational, pathway, whatever you want to call it. Now entering Cantershire, land of mighty architects. Now leaving Cantershire, good luck with your adventure. Holy shit, a cactus? That's a pretty good building. I've never been to Cantershire, so I'm hoping there's going to be some cool stuff here. I gotta admit, I'm not really seeing any cool architecture. I won't deny its existence, but I will deny that it's a thing right now. It's like Bigfoot. I'll see it when I believe it. Unfortunately, there is a skeleton in my path. Oh, hold up! We've got a building! Okay, maybe not a building, but we have a build. Those arrows are so loud in this version. You might leave me alone. Look at this! Redstone RNG machine concept. Patented by Schlumpty. Theory: when activated, the dispenser shoots either arrow or block. Blocks are allowed to pass through, but arrows can't. Block then lands between lava plus plate, giving a redstone signal. That equates to binary. Decode to get a numbered event. Each event gives out a different reward. Nor must reset each pull. This is done when the button is pressed. Only one cobble in the chest. There is a current problem with multiple cobble, increasing the odds of double cash. I don't have a cobble. I can get one, potentially. Oh, I see where Cantershire is now. You know what? I'm curious enough. Let's go grab one cobblestone and see how this works. I've redeemed the right to steal that feather, though, since it's in there. Yeah, do your thing. Woohoo. I don't know why I tried to walk in there. Got trapped. So... I'm going to reserve the right to steal this feather. Because I didn't need a feather, it was an arrow. And I need to, like, hit a button? I think that means I lost money. Yeah. Am I supposed to get 18 cobble? Schlumpty, I'll give you this, my man. I don't really know what's happening. What the hell? There's a noise. Frankly, I'm a little scared of what's happening. This is redstone, and redstone to me is like a foreign language. It's science that I just can't understand. I'm not an electrical engineer. I thought that was in-game music starting, and in fact, it is a truck driving by the house. Cool. Is anyone even... I forgot, who's online again? Oh, Davey? I thought Spaghetti... Oh, Spicy Spaghetti got off again. That's sad. I didn't even notice. Whoops. Okay, hold on. I'm seeing the architecture. This is dope. It's like a mill. Yeah, a logging mill. Okay. And you've got... Oh, man, that's awesome. Where's that water go? Oh, dude. I really like this. Another portal. I would go in there, but I'm worried it's going to spit me out somewhere weird. Because the nether portals don't always send you to the right place. Here's like a lovely bakery. Oh. Or just a nice place to sit down and share a Modelo, you know what I'm saying? I don't even drink beer. And I would share one. Just to be able to say I did it there. Davey's gone. It's just me and Serverbot. Nice Serverbot. Welcome to Cantershire. Jeez. You can go through here, and this is like a cute room. Here's like a security room, I guess. Or maybe it's just a house. I really think it's a security booth, making sure no troublemakers enter the city, town. Props to Cantershire, though. They didn't name it a town. They didn't do Cantershire Town. Which wouldn't make sense, but it wouldn't be the first time. Like a little picnic, a basket. There's just a boat. Cute house. I guess we're more here for the architecture than anything. Cantershire Newsboard. Hello, fellow adventurer. If you stumbled upon this place, welcome. Hope you enjoy some of the builds I have made around here. Feel free to add a few buildings of your own, preferably medieval fantasy if you're up for it. Thanks for stopping by. Schlumpty. January 7th, 2025. Slip and Jimmy stumbled across here. Yeah, I'm down to sign it up. Like, hey, you know, we made it. We're here. We wandered the world on the Schlumpty Trail to get to the Schlumpty Village, which maybe there's slight bias in why this is here. I'll do it in what I presume is his preferred form of date. So I guess he made this whole town himself. Whoa. Oh. I didn't even really attempt it. Someone tells Schlumpty I think he's cheating. Schlumpty's house. Oh, this is actually like his house. Oh. This is cozy. Oh, there's a piano. That's awesome. Sleeping arrangement. I'm not really sure what those are, but this is really cool. This is a lovely house. Really, really like this. Oh, this is like a shop? Okay. Viger Speller's house. Speller. I think this goes down to the shop. But you might want to private your chests. But I mean, it's up to you. But if you watch this video, pro tip, you may want to private your chests. There's also like a huge wall. Also, this is the end of the path, so the video is about to come to an end, but it did take, I guess, about as long as I expected. This house is quite nice. Nice view of the outside, nice seating. 2 beds. I guess this might be more of something else. Oh, are those like knobs? Like drawer knobs? Because these are open drawers. That's awesome. I probably shouldn't jump into that, because if I knock it out, I'll feel bad. There's a house on that hill. What? Also a house back there. This is a pretty basic one. Public mine. Be careful. Yep, that goes far down. Probably it's, I'm guessing Y11. Because that has the best chords. This house is a big square. What's it look like on the inside? Carl Weezer's home. Ah. Ooh, there's a shop back here. A little DJ. Like an Applebee's. Okay. When is someone going to rebuild an Applebee's on this server? They can start by selling food that makes you sick. But I guess rotten potatoes are in this version. So, yeah, you can't do that. But if you could, make an Applebee's in the server. Make you sick. Town center is Town center is beyond here. Please read the safety warning. When entry is allowed, please move swiftly through, lest you come to an untimely end of the might of the Portcullis. Oh my. Yeah, these. Nothing past here yet. This will be where the main town is located, along with the path up to where the castle will be. The main town will have a bunch more services, shops, and other specialty buildings. Blacksmith, library, etc. Enjoy the wilderness before the hyper-industrial boom hits, bucko. Well, listen here, bucko. I live in Maryland. You can't get too much more hyper-industrialized than here. They love tearing down the woodlands and putting in apartment buildings named after that one Modest Mouse song. You know, they tear down the forests and name the estates that are there, or name the, because all the housing places now are like, oh, welcome to Evergreen, and you're like, well, that's the trees you tore down. You destroyed nature and renamed the place you're all going to live in after the nature. Like, doesn't that sound a little hypocritical? Perhaps not. I don't know. I think this is a nice spot to end it, though. So, that was the gravel road, made by Schlumpty, I'm pretty sure, and if it wasn't made by Schlumpty, then I, apologize to the person who actually made it. But if you are the person who made it, and for some reason you are not Schlumpty, and I couldn't find your name to put in the description, please bother me. Just bother me. You can do that. Tell me that I got it wrong. Let me know, because I want people to have proper credit for the stuff they do. But that'll be all for now. And until next time, when I figure out what I'm going to do next, be sweet.